The more I'm in your world, the less I can be in his.
If you're hearing our voices, it means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
I'm surprised that was the one you went with. There was one at the very... Did you watch the very, very end of the trailer?
I did. I was going to pick that one. I was like, too obvious.
Too obvious, yeah. I laughed because it was funny.
We'll always be brothers.
We'll always be brothers. All right, so we're back. We're back with a new movie, new teardown, which means it's trailer trash time. Mm-hmm. We'll start there. What movie are we doing?
We're doing Charlie St. Cloud.
Yikes.
A movie I have managed to avoid watching for 13 years.
2010 Jack Efron, right? Our BFF, Jack Efron.
Best friend of the pod, Jack Efron.
This should be a fun one because this should be a fun one because it's under 30%, but it's like 60% fan score. So
of course it is.
Of course it is.
I'm so sad. All right.
Yep.
So premise here, in case you're not familiar, after Charlie survives a car crash that kills his younger brother, he's given the gift of seeing the spirits of his brother and others who he's lost and must use his powers to save the woman he loves from impending disaster, which does not come through in the trailer.
This makes
this
it sound
is
like
my
a
first time
superhero.
reading the log line. Yeah, I'm stoked now. I'm
right?
back in.
I told you. It's tagged as a supernatural drama. I'm like, oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, I thought it was just for the ghost boy, but now I'm interested in the rest.
Because they don't touch on him having been able to touch other people he's lost. You're right.
No, it's exclusively ghost boy.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. All right. I'm
excited now.
Yeah. Let's. Well, before we get into it, do we have any fan service?
We don't, listeners. I don't want to say letting me down, but if the shoe fits. So, you know what you could do is put on your writing shoes.
Bing, bing, bing.
Apparently don't fit. And write us an email. That would be nice. We'd read it in this very spot.
Yeah.
It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. Every trailer trash. This is what we do. Beg for emails.
Yep. That's pretty much it. So it's now the segment of beg. So
actually, listeners, do you like not having fan service? Is that...
Oh, maybe that's it.
Do you like the bit that we do just begging for emails every time?
Maybe they like seeing us squirm.
I think they do. Why don't you send us an email? Tell
bastards. Us. You sick bastards.
Oh, yeah. I see your game.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. You've banded together to not respond to us. I see.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're all in touch.
Yes, all of you.
In the ITMT community. All right. Well, thank you in advance for sending us anything.
Yeah. Anything at all. Maybe we'll send you something back.
Yeah. That's right. We'll definitely send you something back.
Yeah. I've got a bunch of stuff here to send you. So dirty socks, all sorts of cool stuff.
Yep. A page at a time of your book.
Yeah. The next one. There you go. One page at a time.
Spread them around.
For every email you send, you'll get one page.
That's right.
Not in order.
Well, can't make it too easy.
All right. Well, should we get into this trailer here?
Might as well.
So yeah, we got PG-13, appropriate for all audiences. We got some language, including some sexual references, an intense accident scene.
I can't wait for that.
I mean, I think we saw it in the trailer, but yeah, and some sensuality.
Which, if you have sexual references, I think
does that cover?
I don't think you need to put sensuality.
Yeah, does that cover that?
I think it covers it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then some.
MPAA, listen up.
Listen, moms.
Yeah, don't be so literal with all your things.
Don't be so square.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And then we get Universal Pictures and we get to fire up the upbeat, acoustic. I don't think this is supposed to be a comedy, so it's not a rom-com, I don't think. But
I don't think so, but it is that music.
It's
rom-com music.
Yes, it definitely is. Definitely is, right? And we get some sailboats sailing around. Sailing.
And I can guarantee I'm going to laugh, so.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. So
it's a comedy to me.
Yes. So we got the boys sailing here, right? And we got our hero, Jack Efron. He's like, I'm cutting inside.
Don't do that.
All right. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. He's in a boat with his little brother. You got to be strong, Sammy. He's trying to help out, whatever. So
yep.
We get some boating action, and then it looks like they won at the end, right? Everyone's cheering, singing Charlie, right?
Sam is a little brother name if I ever heard one, by the way.
Oh, God. Yeah. I mean,
right?
Sammy. Yeah, absolutely. Like
everyone's little brother's name,
Sammy. And their name changes as they get older.
Right. You're Todd now.
Yes, you're
just Todd.
Just Todd.
That's how we got our product manager.
That's right. He used to be a Sammy as a kid. Now he's just Todd. So they get them winning, and then them kind of doing some brother stuff. Yeah, cool, we won, right? And then there's like so I got some curiosities here about where this is supposed to be taking place. So there's a shot like a small like boating kind of town, right? But there's mountains in the background. I was like, oh, this feels very Pacific Northwest.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, what were you thinking?
Well, my gut said Louisiana.
Because that's where every Zac Efron movies take place.
Zac Efron tradition.
Yep.
So I'm assuming he's on the bayou, but if he's not, I was thinking Boston because they say Boston later. So I don't know. Drawing.
I mean, maybe we're jumping ahead of ourselves a little bit here, but it's based on a book, and the book was supposed to take place in Marblehead. Not supposed to. The book takes place in Marblehead, right?
Okay.
But this definitely feels like Pacific Northwest. He's reading like a Pacific yachting book magazine later on. The brother's wearing a Boston Red Sox jacket the entire time. But then there's like a Quincy Harbor like sunset chart. I'm like, this isn't Quincy.
I mean, every movie is filmed in
Vancouver, British Columbia,
Vancouver or Georgia. So
so we'll do a little more homework on this, and we'll see where they actually think they're going to try and make us think this is from. So where are we? So Marblehead. So then we cut to mom, Kim Basinger, and she's like, I have to pull
Basinger,
right? She's like, I got to pull an extra shift. That puts you on Sammy duty tonight. That's classic line for don't get into a car accident and kill your younger brother. Damn
That's right. If I've heard it once, I've heard it 20 times.
Yep. The moment mom's got to pull an extra shift. Oh boy, car accident. Here we go.
Don't kill your little brother.
It's your one job.
Mm-hmm.
So then we cut to them and like hanging on the deck, right? And they got their baseball gloves and they're hanging out, right?
Yep.
And then
they make some kind of deal, right?
Yeah.
Making a deal. I don't get what the deal is.
It's clearly a deal with the devil.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, this is a supernatural drama. So
because he's gonna see things. I see dead people. So they make a deal.
Second. Oh, yep. I'm not gonna prognosticate yet.
Yeah. Lock it down. Write it down as a note.
Yep.
So yeah, they make a deal, and he's like, Charlie's like, I'll practice with you every day until I leave for Stanford, right? Yeah. We got some quick shots.
Leaving for Stanford. Okay, I missed that.
Yeah. And we got quick shots them tossing the baseball, right? Mm-hmm. And then we're in the nighttime car ride. We are in the coffin here. We're in the death box on wheels, right?
Oh my God.
That's what happens.
I mean, you're right. When you're right, you're right.
Let's call it what it is. It's a car. Mm-hmm. So then he's like, little brother's like, oh man, you're going to ditch me, right? He's like, I'm not going to ditch you. He's like, that's what Dad said.
Yikes. Well, I'm not Dad.
Yikes.
And then you get some squealing tires, which is a bad sign.
Bad sign. I think Mom had to pull that extra shift. And then Kapow, they get hit from behind. And then there's like a side shot of Sammy looking at Charlie and be like, Charlie. And then there's like an 18-wheeler just comes from the other side.
Charlie?
Kaplooey. Car gets destroyed. We're done. Movie's over.
Yeah. I wish.
Then we cut to black and we hear Charlie, Zac Efron there being like, that's my brother. And we cut to EMT. EMT is played by Ray Liotta, by the way.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Right? Trying to hold him down, right? And he's like, then we cut to black again, and we open up on a funeral. We
get a quick reminder that we hear Ghost Boy, Charlie. Yeah. Remember the accident that happened 1 second ago?
This is definitely turning into a Stephen King thing here. So yeah, the priest is like, Charlie's there. He's got the baseball glove. He's got his brother's baseball glove. He's like, hey, you can drop the glove and in there.
Drop it in now. Drop it in.
Yeah, drop it in now. It's like, what?
Why? Baseball gloves are expensive.
Yeah, and Charlie's like, no, man, I can't. And he just runs away from the funeral.
Yeah.
And he runs into the woods and he like trips and like most people do when they're running in the woods and drops the glove and the ball goes rolling out, right? Mm-hmm. And then Charlie's like starting to cry, and then it kind of like the ball, it goes to black, and then the ball like rolls back to like the glove.
Yep.
And then we get Sammy's like, I thought we had a deal. They all float down here, Charlie.
You're late. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah. And he's like, we do have a deal, brother. He's like, promise? And then smiles, and we fade to white.
Yeah. Then we get rom-com music again.
Yeah.
Oh, well, at least that grimness only happened for a couple of minutes.
Yep. And then we got a title card, Universal Pictures film over a shot of boats at sunset, which, by the way, is the first of many shots of the sunset and boats.
Oh, yeah, it's like
so many.
The whole thing. It's going to be a classic night transition situation. I think.
Yep, I think you're right. Yep, just sunsets and boats. Mm-hmm. And we got a shot of Charlie. He's just brooding at night on the dock, right? Just kind of being a weirdo, right? And then we cut to these two people, this guy and this woman talking, right? And the guy's like, I know his face. I'm like, what? This guy's always in like
he's
bit part stuff, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll figure it out in part one, but he's like this St. Cloud kid, and he's doing like the whirly, little crazy in the head thing. He's like totally certifiable, man. And he's talking to this woman we're gonna find out in a second, who's
obviously gonna be our main character now.
Yes, the romance part of the rom-com Supernatural.
The non-titular,
yes,
but otherwise main character.
Yeah, and then we cut to like a quick shot of like Charlie laying on the ground on his back. He's like looking up, and Sammy's there, and there's rain falling on them, right? And then we cut to
hanging out with Ghost Boy a bunch.
Then we cut to the bar, and man, what a line! So we're at the bar, and he's hanging out with quote unquote friends, right?
Yep.
And this dude comes over with a shot, and he's like, "Hey, have another." And Charlie's like, "No, I'm good. I'm all set." And the dude's like, "Nah, man, it's okay. It's not like there's a huge demand for you as a driver."
Brutal. Yeah, like not something you say.
No, friend or no friend. Wow. Like,
yeah. Jesus. Like, you don't say that if you're the guy's enemy, I don't think.
Yeah, especially when like his little brother is dead. Like, yikes.
Yeah, especially when he killed him.
Yeah. So Charlie knocks him out.
Yep.
Takes his swing. Oh my goodness. And then we're back at night, right? And he's he's like trying to climb up on a boat. And the woman who is from the beginning, the opening of the trailer, or in the bar, like a couple scenes ago, the love interest, she comes up and she's like, "What are you doing? Get out of here," right? And he's like, "I'm just looking at your boat. Sorry if I scared you." And she's like, "You don't scare me." And he kind of goes like, gives a little smile, whatever. And then we fade to white again. More sunset shot of dock and boats.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
And today's the big day. Something's happening.
Yeah. As he's checking the Quincy Harbor sunset chart.
Yeah.
Where are we?
I have no clue.
Yeah, it's a big day. And we cut to Charlie in the woods telling Sammy this is like, this is the day we learn how to throw a slider. And then we got like kind of like a little montage-y scene with them like winding up and doing some pitches.
Doing ghost baseball in the woods. Yeah,
and then we get Charlie. He's like cut to Charlie. He's like staring at the woman. She's on a boat, whatever, right? And then she's like, "Yay!" And then he like runs down, and they're like on like climbing on some river bank or something, right?
And he's like, "Hey, would you want to have dinner with me?" And she's like, "Well, are you a good cook?" Excellent. Beer, wine. She's like, "Surprise me." He's like, "I will." You're like, I don't like this.
So after that, we cut to Charlie checking out the Pacific Yachting magazine, right? And Sammy's over his shoulder, and he's like, "That girl is going to sail around the world." And like, there's obviously an article about this woman in the magazine. And then like close over the woman, right? And then Sammy's like, "You like her?
You like the sailor girl, don't you?" Sailor girl probably has a name,
but yeah,
Sammy.
Yeah, jerk, little jerk,
dummy. Yeah,
get out of my brain.
Idiot kid,
stupid kid. And then we cut to Charlie and the woman on a sailboat, just boating around, right?
Yep.
And then we cut to her pointing on a map. She's like, "Oh, I'm going to start in Boston." And then meanwhile, Charlie's kind of behind her, sniffing her hair, being a creeper. And then and then she's like, "Then I'm going to go through and they turn around and make out.
Yep. Gross.
Fade to a lighthouse shot at, you guessed it,
lighthouse transition. Yeah.
Sunset. With a title card, "This summer, your nightmare's going to come true." And we get a shot of some more sailboat action, right? And she's like, "I'm leaving in a week." And then we cut to them being close, and she's like, "I wish you could come with me." And then there's like a weird black and white flashback kind of shot, it seems like, to like Charlie and Sammy like playing in the woods.
Yeah. Which I think is not really a flashback. I think it's like a right now shot, even because he's like, well, I don't know, because then they do the voiceover of Ghost Boy being like, "I can feel you forgetting me."
Yeah.
Okay. Why did it switch to black and white? Like,
yeah. Well, then Charlie tells her, he's like, before that, he's like, "I just can't go," right? And then it's him running in the woods, and then him seeing Sammy, and Sammy's like, I can feel you forgetting me. And he's like, "No, Sammy." And then he's like, "Why'd you bring her?" And he turns around, and she's standing there, and he turns back, and Sammy's not there. And it's like, yikes! What have I got myself into here?
Yep.
That's
and then I think this is when we learn how the powers work.
Yes, probably.
The more I'm in your world, the less I can be in his, he says to Sailor Girl.
Sailor Girl. And there's like a transition shot of like water crashing at cliffs and him like tossing papers in anger or whatever. Him closing like a gate to a cemetery. I'm assuming the one where his brother's buried in, and probably his father. Yeah, no prognostication.
Maybe everyone, I don't know.
Maybe everyone's dead.
Half the town died. Yeah.
And then we got a quick shot of him and Ray Liotta chatting, the EMT from earlier, and he's like, "You should be out in the world, living your life." Giving some sound advice there, right?
Ray Liotta always giving good advice. What a guy!
I mean, come on, it's Ray Liotta. And we got a shot of Sammy and Charlie jumping into the water, and then shot of Charlie coming out of the water without Sammy. Shot of Charlie in bed, staring kind of wistfully up at the ceiling, right? And then we get our title card, Jack Efron.
Yeah.
And there's like a weird like late night cemetery walk with lanterns or something. I don't.
Well, like you do,
like one does when you're gonna go rob something. And there's
well, he's probably getting good prognosticating.
Yeah, hold on. There's gonna be a lot here. There's like a quick silhouetted shot of like her and Charlie and Sailor Girl getting close, whatever. And she's like, "Trust your heart." And then we got a shot of Charlie hugging Sammy, and then cuts the woman blowing up the candle.
Well, trust your heart, Charlie St. Cloud.
And then we fade into
because they got to say it.
Yeah, and we fade into the title card, the title of the movie, Charlie St. Cloud.
Yeah.
Which then fades into a shot of Charlie and Sammy standing on a dock by, you guessed it, a sunset.
Yep.
We'll always be brothers.
So dumb.
And that's it.
I don't want to watch this.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. Are you kidding me? It's going to be so terrible. It's going to be so bad. It's going to be great. For us. Oh, man. All right. Well, you want to do a little Russ and Jared prognosticate?
Yeah, I guess so.
There's so many ways to go. I don't even know where to begin.
Right. I mean, so for starters, I think this secretly, I think it does take place in Boston, like we're allegedly titling here, right? Marblehead.
Yep.
But I think Charlie gives up on his dream of sailing pretty quick.
Yep.
And instead picks up the fiddle.
Oh, okay. All right. Didn't see that coming.
And then when he's made his deal with the devil here, I think he pops on down to Georgia where movies are made.
Damn you.
To make another deal with the devil. And I think our boy Charlie St. Cloud here is actually Charlie Daniels.
That boy's got the devil in his hands.
Yeah, this is a biography about Charlie Daniels.
Yeah, I was going to go in like a slightly different direction.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, according to the logline, he's supposed to use his powers to save the woman he loves here, right?
Yep.
So I think...
Oh, you're going to say where the movie's actually going to do?
Yeah, no, I know. I don't. No, not at all. I don't think so.
Okay.
So I think they end up sailing around the world, right?
Yep.
But their boat gets stuck as they're in the kind of Vietnam Pacific waters there.
Go on.
And he has a vision of someone that he knew who died out there by a shark attack. Yep. And they're stranded on their boat in the middle of the waters there. And it's the Requiem 2.
The Requiem 2?
Yes.
Okay.
And his visions of the guy who died in the first Requiem, he sees, and he's like, here's how you get out of this situation. And he uses his powers to help save the two of them. They get out. But before he can actually, he saves her, but in doing so, he dies, gets shredded by some sharks. And then that's how he can now go see his dead brother in wherever they are together.
In heaven, right.
So, yes, that's why they'll always be brothers in heaven.
Okay. Requiem for a Requiem.
It's going to be the Requiem.
Perfect.
So,
no, that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be like the last 10 minutes of the movie. So, and that's going to get kind of amp it up the supernatural and the action. So,
yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I can just hear it now, fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. as the shark closing in. I think they're not. I think our things aren't mutually exclusive.
I don't. Yeah, I think you might be right there, man. And do you think? And real thing here. The dad, he's dead too, right? You think?
Yeah, they must. I think everyone in his life's dead. Yeah,
yeah. Or maybe the husband in the Requiem is their dad, and he cheated on Kim Basinger with Alicia Silverstone and went on this trip. And they were almost going to have that kid, and he didn't want to have it, and then he dies, and they're like, "Oh, he died in a new one. Yeah, he died in a boating accident."
Makes perfect sense.
I think they're all connected.
Yeah, this is gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm like, I really wanted more powers in the trailer. If that's gonna be in the log line, like, you got to show me. Yeah, show me the scene here.
Yeah, I was almost thinking that. Oh, I wonder if Ray Liotta is their dad, and he's actually dead. And he can start seeing things, but he was the EMT holding him down earlier, so I don't know if that's going to work. But clearly the ghosts in this they can connect to the world and interact with physical objects, you know?
That's true.
Or maybe Charlie's dead too, and this is all just a dream.
Oh,
which would be a nightmare.
Maybe. Yeah. Huh. And then they like wake up and it's like a snow globe. You're like, oh, it's a little autistic boy snow globe. I knew
it. They're trapped in some type of simulation in like some laboratory somewhere.
Yeah,
focused on figuring out the human condition. Classic, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm actually now pretty excited about this movie.
Yeah, I don't see how it could possibly be bad.
Not if it goes the way we think it will. So, all right, I don't know. I think are we done? That's it?
Yeah, I think so.
Wrapping this up. Quick one. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be back next week with a full breakdown. In the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram. It's This Meets That. We're ITMT Pod on Twitter. You can subscribe wherever you're listening. You can find us on YouTube at It's This Meets That. Share us with a friend. And
or share us with a stranger and write a review, because that helps computers know stuff about us and make us more famouser. So do that, please.
Yeah.
5 stars would be nice. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you can review things. Or if you want to send us feedback, we love feedback, any kind, positive, negative, neutral. Just send us a nice neutral email.
Yeah.
No emotion.
No emotion. Nothing at all.
Yeah. Already said it earlier. It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. Or you can go to the website, get all kinds of other information. We got merch now, t-shirts. I'm not going to stop plugging the t-shirts.
No way. Get them. Go get some.
Buy one, please. We would love that. If you like us, obviously you don't buy one if you're not going to wear it. Like,
come on, that's just rude.
Yeah. Or go buy Russ's book if you want to support Russ, and indirectly support the podcast. Because again, make us more famouser, and it's going to be good for all of us.
That's what we need. So
that's right. Either one of us, a rising tide raises all the boats here,
right?
In Charlie St. Cloudland. So
and while the sunset's going on.
Yeah. So it's thismeetsthat.com. That's the part to remember.